Good morning and welcome back to a new video here in Sicily. This week we are still in San Vito lo Capo. We absolutely love it here and it's been so hard to leave. How can you leave this place? Just look at the water behind me. We've had a bit of sun as well the last few days, so it's been absolutely amazing. Holly can play on the beach and we've had a bit of an explore about as well. But we promised ourselves that today we're going to get moving, and the plan for this week's video is we're going to travel across Sicily and try and get to the south of the island. We're going to see some beautiful things, we're going to see some interesting places. As well as that, we're going to be exposing the ugly truth of what goes on here in Sicily.
Wow. Currently we're walking on the beach here and we're heading to a very special place here in San Vito lo Capo. It's called Salumeria Enoteca. It's too early to drink this morning, so we're going there for the food.
Look at this absolute classic. Okay, so we've finally arrived. The place is called Salumeria Enoteca. There's only one problem.
Sunday today. But on Google it said that it's open, so I don't know.
Google says it's always open. Grazie mille. Buongiorno.
Buongiorno. 4,50. Grazie. I got a pizza and I got this.
What's that?
No idea. It's got salami, cheese.
Charlene is out of control. What else you got? Oh my god. She's
Looks
crazy.
so delicious, guys. Look how soft it is. It's fresh.
Pizza and ham and cheese thing would have been enough, to be honest. But now we've got a huge croissant, which I guess we have to eat.
You like it?
Very good, very messy as well.
It's good, right? It's so cheap as well. Actually, I wanted to buy the arancini from this place, but they were all sold out. It's a rounded like rice ball, and inside it's got ingredients like tuna or meat, you know. Now we're heading to the countryside of Sicily.
The western coast of Sicily will definitely remain our favourite. From the colourful beach in San Vito lo Capo, the epic hilltop town of Erice overlooking the coast, and even down to the salt pans in Marsala. Absolutely unbelievable scenes here now that we're in the mountains or in the hills of Sicily. Now the road, on the other hand, is an absolute mess. There's just these big holes in the middle, and we were going on it for about 10 kilometers. Yeah, the views make up for it so much. We just passed this place called Ghibellina Nuova a few kilometers back, very new and contemporary village, and now we've arrived at Ghibellina Vecchia, which is the old town. Now there was an earthquake here just over 50 years ago and it wiped out this whole town. So this right here was created by this artist called Burri, and it's one of the largest man-made artworks in the world. It's just these slabs of concrete, and the gaps in between are actually where the roads once were. A lot of people died in this earthquake, and even over here there's a memorial. It's really incredible just to see this piece of art symbolising where the village once stood. We've definitely not seen anything like this before. Concrete slabs are about a metre and a half high. And across the road here, there's still one or two of the houses, what's left of them, just rubble. Really interesting place. You enjoying your new life in the sun?
These are the old aquedotti from the Roman Empire, guys. Oh my god. Or here. Wow.
It's like we're driving through a piece of history. Now we're driving through a pothole.
Look at that pothole.
The roads are progressively just getting worse and worse.
Yes.
Surprises round every corner. But I don't mind because we're just driving slow through the country here. Really brilliant.
And it's so sad at the same time to see dead destruction of the old towns. It's so sad. Basically this area from Salemi to here it was all affected by the earthquake. Apart from the roads, the views are so breathtaking. We're seeing one town after the other, hills, it's just so beautiful.
So we decided to go up this hill and try and park up somewhere up here for tonight, because we should have a lovely view of the valley. Problem is, we're going up quite high now and the roads are just getting narrower and narrower, so it is getting a bit scary. At the moment we're completely in the shade, but when we get up there we should have a last bit of sunset left at least. It's been a long drive, hasn't it?
Oh my god, now this is the worst part.
Let's get in first. We go on, go on Dandy, up you go. What do you think? It's not that bad, is it? It's just very steep.
It's very steep, yeah. It's getting narrower and narrower. Go. Mamma mia, the road is so narrow and steep. Look at this turn. Oh my god,
Should
no.
we now?
Can we do this?
It's a bit too much, I think, no?
Yes, it is a little bit too much. We try.
Let's try a little bit, but
Got stuck. No, it's too much. Look.
should we go down? Yeah.
Go.
Right. So we've come to this corner bit and it's just so steep. I don't know if you can see how steep it is, and we're never going to get up here. Never going to get up here. So having to traverse all the way down this steep hill was definitely a scary task. But this was pretty much our only option at this point.
Down there, we have to go all the way down. Mamma mia. This was a bad idea. Okay. This way, this way. What we're doing right now is totally crazy. Don't ever try to do what we're doing right now. Oh my god, the car came now. Don't know what we're gonna do. Andek, andek. Dawaj kollox. Okay. That was crazy.
Oh my god, that was so stressful. I'm so grateful that there are these little houses. A few of them we couldn't get into, but this one here was big enough so that we could reverse into and go down. So yeah, our mistake really, we shouldn't have come up here. We found this place on the app, Park for Night, and there were some people that wrote you need a 4x4 to get there, and then someone else went up with a big motorhome and they left a comment saying that it wasn't too bad. But then when I saw the road, how it continued, we were definitely not going to continue.
I don't know how
going
did they
up
get
there.
up there.
Yeah. Well, you could try it theoretically, but it's not worth the
I mean,
risk.
reversing here wasn't fun at all.
Yeah.
But
Definitely
we made
a better
it.
option, I think.
Yeah.
And we got to see the sunset as well. Look, as you might better see, my face is the colour of the sunset. Well, it always is, but now, today especially, that was really, really stressful. And I didn't really want to get out the van because it was so steep. I didn't want to trust it on the handbrake because it kept kind of moving down slowly. So I just didn't want to get out the van, and Charlene was telling me to go in. And yeah, without seeing yourself, I don't know where you're reversing into.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Now we're laughing, guys, but it was a nightmare.
So earlier on today when I said we're going on an adventure, it wasn't supposed to be that type of adventure. We found a spot here instead. We're in this place called Sambuca di Sicilia, which is this old town up here. They've actually got a few spots for motorhomes to park up here. No services, but this is enough for us really. I'm just so glad to find somewhere flat and close to the road after that trauma.
Look at Andy, how nice it looks. With the backdrop of the church and the orange terracotta houses.
Yeah, it's looking clean as well. We actually passed this place when we were going up there on the mountain, or on the hill, sorry.
It was packed. There were like 20 motorhomes here.
For sure, even more than that, I think. When we said, no, we're not staying here, let's definitely go up there.
Yeah.
And try and find the space. But now we've come back and there's just one other van or truck.
Empty.
It must have been some kind of tour or something,
yeah.
and they stopped here and then they carry on going. Lucky they didn't come up that road where we were.
It was funny just to find it empty now.
So this is our meal for tonight. Got some meat, and Charlene has got us on the salad tonight. It's a good but healthy meal.
We're about to embark on a new adventure. And I know that many of you have been with us since the very beginning. And we would like to thank you for being part of our YouTube community. If you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And yeah, stay tuned for what's coming. I'm so looking forward and I'm so happy. To be honest, we can't tell you all the small details. Anyway, I'm here confused because I don't know what I'm going to take with me because I got a lot of beauty products here. And it's so hard to leave some behind, to be honest. But anyway, next week's episode is going to be full of surprises. So stay tuned for next week's vlog because you're gonna love it.
Buongiorno, good morning people. As you saw from that beautiful footage earlier this morning, this town that we're at, Sambuca di Sicilia, is perched on a hilltop, hence why we are walking up this long hill today. It's hard work, isn't it?
Good exercise.
Whoa.
And slippery.
We're going up here to the old town. I think it's after Sambuca, like a guitar thing. And Charlene thinks it's named after Sambuca, the drink. Maybe we'll find out when we get there. Oh. This is the garden of Emiro. Here behind me there's a sign that this place won one of the most beautiful, well, the most beautiful village in Italy. But it's in 2016, so nearly 10 years ago, so it's getting on a bit now. When we first entered the village, we were passing through, it looks like the Arabic corner, because there's a heavy Arabic influence here in this town. In fact, some of the street names have the names in Italian and in Arabic as well. Really interesting to see. These are the 5 different areas, I think, in the village. So nothing too special in this place, but it's a nice walk through the Arabic quarter especially, and even now on the main road, now that we've got down here, there's a really excellent view of the church and basilica here, and there's a good mix of old and new. What we've seen in so many places is that the new buildings and everything overshadow the old and it loses the feel completely. So that's a bit different here. And they've also been doing a lot of things to increase tourism, like the €1 houses we saw here that were for sale, and also like the camper stop where we just stayed. Abito qui?
Sì,
Sambuca.
Sambuca.
È Sambuca per la chitarra o il drink?
Né per la chitarra e né per il drink. E allora, prima Zabut. Zabut.
Ah, arabi.
Prima Zabut. Poi come
Italiani?
c'è stato il duce Mussolini, ha cambiato Zabut, Sambuca Zabut con Sambuca di Sicilia, capito?
Wow,
Sì,
interessante.
ha cambiato.
Giuseppe invited us to join him for breakfast, and in no time at all we were sharing stories and enjoying something really good to eat.
The famous Sicilian arancina.
And this one's with meat. Con carne. Let's see inside. Look at that. It's got rice and then meat on the inside.
Yeah, really good. So tasty.
Wow.
Very good, huh? Did you have one? No.
No, I just had a small pizza. Ciao, arrivederci.
Grazie.
Piacere.
Ciao Giuseppe. Grazie mille. So just about when I was saying that there wasn't nothing too special about this place, then we met Giuseppe, who invited us. Buongiorno.
E poi anche il dolce lo dovete assaggiare, quello tipico nostro. Le miglia di Virgine.
Ah,
È un dolce, sì, perché è un dolce tipico nostro. Vi fermate tutto il giorno? Vieni. Vieni, ci dovete andare che c'è la chiesa di Santa Caterina. L'istituzione Giambecchina è un pittore nostro, sambugese, e quindi la vede lì dentro che è bellissimo. Vieni qua.
E come ti chiami?
Francesca.
Francesca.
Piacere, Francesca.
Tu ti chiami?
Charlene.
Ci sarà qualcuno che ve lo potrà. Io sono veloce, eh? L'arancino l'avete già mangiato. Buongiorno.
Okay, so we're just about to leave this town and we've met this lovely lady, Francesca, who has pulled us back again to the main street and given us some things to go and check out. And apart from that, she wants us to try this local sweet. Unfortunately, the shop we were just in do not have it. So she's currently explaining where we can go and get one.
Quindi là sotto questa pasticceria ce li hanno. Questo corso, guarda, vedi.
After Francesca left us, our first stop was the church of Santa Caterina that she recommended.
And as soon as you enter, you feel that you're in a very special place, and it's really, really old. The details of this place are impeccable. I never went in a church this old, I think, and it's just empty. There is nothing here, and they're just leaving it as it is. I think one day it will collapse.
And this is the main church which they use. As you can see, it's in much better condition. We just paid a few euros at the tourist office and they give us like a ticket where we can access the different things. And apart from seeing the beautiful churches, we've just stopped by this really interesting museum. There's a lot of these pieces made by this artist called Sylvie Clavel, and they're just amazing really. Like the amount of work that goes into making one of these. Like this big one here took her 3 years to make. It's just incredible. So after this place was voted the most beautiful town about 10 years ago, then tourists started to come here as well. So we're finally heading back to the van and leaving this really charming town.
Francesca was telling us the story of this pastini, the dolci.
We're going to go to the van first and then we'll try and stop by there because it's at the edge of town and see if they've got it. Do you remember what it was called?
Mini di Virginia.
Okay, Mini di Virginia.
Or Virginia.
Let's see if we can find one. Francesca also explained to us that on the 3rd week of May they have their village feast and they take the Holy Mary statue out of the church and go through all of the streets in the town. And what's special about this is that as they're going through, every residence they prepare something. So someone prepares sweets, someone prepares something good to eat. And as they're going out, they hand out the food and treats to everyone. It sounds like a really unique festivity. And if we're ever back here in May, it's definitely something that we would check out. As I mentioned, although looking at the town, the building and the way it's set up, we really loved the Arab quarter because it was nice and quiet and really, really unique. And then as we got to the main square, it was pretty typical Italian, nothing too special. But then when we met the people, we met Francesca and also Giuseppe, the guy that we had the coffee with. They were so nice, and that's what we're going to remember really about this place.
Mini di Virginia. Driving to the coast, and this is what I bought, guys. You know that I really love this type of sweets. Oh. And this one is made from chocolate and pistachio. Look at this.
And because we stopped at a sweet shop, the maps has taken us all around the town and we just looking at this amazing landscape, just greenery everywhere and some hills in the distance.
If you're on a diet and you come to Italy or Sicily, you're in big trouble. Look at this.
Oh, look at that view. Part of the road falls down, they just create a diversion.
Turkey?
Oh, we're in Sicily.
It feels like we're in Turkey now. Everyone's like welcoming us, you know.
Same vibe, isn't it?
Yeah, so cool.
They lost all their oranges. What a nightmare. Should we have stopped to help? Shouldn't be laughing, but it was funny.
Poor them.
So there was this guy going like this in the corner, and we thought, what does he want? So we slowed down, and then right around the corner, there they were, the orange van, picking up all the oranges. So if you think you've had a bad day at work, think about these guys today.
I feel sorry for them. Oh, they were coming here, look.
Oh, they only had 2 turns left. Oh, it makes it even worse. We continued our journey to the south of Sicily, which is also home to the historic Valley of the Temples in Agrigento. Right, so we've finally made it to the southern coast of Sicily. The sun is shining, so we're happy. We've stopped off at this place called Scala dei Turchi, which means stairs of the Turks. And we're going to show you in a minute what it looks like. We're just walking up the road now. We parked Andy on the side of the road there. Can you see him? We originally wanted to stop at this campsite, but the ramp was too steep. So we kept on going and just parked on the road instead. And I think we passed another campsite another kilometre back. So when we're finished here, I think we'll just go and maybe check in there because we're pretty tired. And that's the thing, when you're driving in the sun for a few hours, it does get very tiring. Here we go, so we made it to this lookout point. And this is it basically. Looks like the cliffs in the UK, in England. So this is it behind me. Don't get me wrong, it's white and it looks beautiful, but for us it just looks like normal cliffs.
This particular name, Scala dei Turchi, was originated because under the Ottoman Empire, many ships used to stay here in this area because it was like a barrier for the winds, and that's why it's called like that. What's this?
This is the information board.
Yeah.
This is what's left of it.
It's so funny.
Okay.
Welcome to Italy, baby, where all the things are just upside down.
Oh.
Buona giornata.
This is the campsite we wanted to go to, but look at the ramp. We couldn't get up there, the back kept hitting.
We tried our best, but
3 times.
it's better not to risk it.
There's another one down here. I think it's a bit more expensive and possibly a bit more busy as well. We're going to go and check it out and maybe we'll stay there for tonight. So this is the campsite that we stopped at. It's really got a nice vibe here as well. I like it. Fortunately it was quite full when we got here, so this was one of the last spots that were left over here. Then in here you've got the showers, washing machine and stuff like that. And for once Charlene is not cooking pasta! Hey! Time for a burger.
Telling me, burger, girl, burger. I want a burger.
We can't eat pasta every
Here
day.
it is. Yummy, yummy.
What type of burger is it?
Salsiccia hamburger.
Oh, let's go!
Ah, baguette.
Ah.
At the right time. You came at the right time. Baguette. Così.
Normal.
And then we,
Yes.
croissant?
No,
No, okay.
calma, calma.
Look at this.
And this is the best part of the campsite. So we paid 21 euros for this campsite. We're out of season and they're practically full. After we arrived, she's only got one more space left and the campsite carries on all the way there. So this is a really good business, and if this is winter, imagine what it's like in summer. You have to pay a bit more as well in summer, but at least for us here in the low season it's a bit cheaper. We've got all the services though, so we've hooked up on the electric, and in classic Italian style everyone is outside just chatting with each other. Totally the opposite to what we see in some of the more northern countries. You guys know every winter I have the same problem, and it's these white feet. I need to get a little bit of tan on my feet. And they're the same colour as Holly. You haven't wasted any time, have you? We just sat down and she's got her thing out already.
Of course. I've been waiting for this moment for a whole day.
So those little things that we had...
Oi.
What are you doing? Those little things that we ate on the way here were just appetizers. This is the main deal. And what is it called? It's called Mini di Virgine.
Mini di Virgine. Let's try it. Let's try it.
But before we taste this little treat, we need to tell you about the things that we do not like about Sicily, because in the last week and a half that we've been here, we've been talking and showing you about the amazing people here.
The good part of
Yeah.
Sicily.
What else? The beautiful beaches.
How friendly they are.
everything
Food,
really.
everything.
Yeah. So don't get us wrong, we absolutely love it here. But there are a few things, 3 things in particular that we need to touch on, I think, in today's video. So 2 of them we may have mentioned already. One of them is the roads. Obviously, you have to watch out where you're driving here because some of the roads are crazy.
Totally crazy. You feel like your van is going to trip over, you know, at some point. And you have to be very, very careful.
Definitely. As well, you have to watch out for other drivers because sometimes they come right at you.
Your way.
Now, I will say though that since we've come here the first time, we've seen a lot of improvement in the roads. Not these ones, but the main roads. Like the main roads are really good now. There's some amazing roads that you can drive on. But when you get on the Strada
SS
Statale, yeah, the SS
21.
ones, sometimes you're on a main road and then sometimes they just go crazy. So you got to watch out for those. As well, along our drives, we are seeing a lot of dead animals as well, a lot of cats, sometimes dogs as well. It's always sad to see, and it's mainly because there's a lot of stray animals here.
Yeah.
And I think if they don't start thinking about how to tackle this, they might end up in a situation similar to Turkey, where it's really out of control and the government are taking steps to put some down. So yeah, that's horrible, but I don't know, I think the action needs to be taken as soon as possible. But the further most important thing is the rubbish, and this is something that we've seen get worse and worse every time we come. Don't get me wrong, there are some places which are nice and clean, but there are some areas in this country which are disgusting. Like there's so much rubbish thrown away into nature, glass, bottles, plastic, just everything you can imagine.
Really, well, not all of the Italians, you know, because we visited so many beautiful places where they were like picturesque. But then you get to a road and you just see a mountain full of garbage, you know, like even at the beach where we swam as well.
There was so much
There
rubbish.
was so many plastic. It was crazy. And this is just their land, you know. You have to really take care of your land. Otherwise, no one's gonna come and pick it up after you.
Yeah, it's a mix, I think. You've got some people that throw away just where they want to, and then there's a lack of people coming to clean as well. So those two together are a recipe for disaster, and that's why in some areas of Sicily there's just so much rubbish everywhere.
You see it everywhere, basically.
And we're mentioning this not because we don't like it here, we actually love it here, but when you see these small things, that if these are changed, this place can actually be a real paradise.
A real paradise, yeah, but it isn't right now. As soon as we arrived in Palermo, we could see it everywhere. All the bins were overflowing, and also even on the streets, you know, it was just disgusting.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Anyway, let's get back to the good stuff now. I don't even know what it looks like.
Like this.
It looks like a birthday cake.
It's big, right? For 2 persons.
Yeah,
it's
all right,
enough.
it's all right.
What I really liked about this pasticceria is that they ripped it up really elegant. Like, first they put it in this, and then plastic, and then this piece of paper, which is really, really nice.
Yeah, it's like you buy an official cake.
Yeah, really, and it was €4 only.
For all
and
that.
this is why we're eating a lot here in Italy, because the food is so cheap and it's so delicious. You can't be in Italy and not trying these delicious food. We have no idea what's inside, guys.
But it's good. So this street from Sambuca, this Sicilia, is very, very unique. It's like a pie,
So yummy.
and then in the middle it's soft. You've got like this green jelly and then chocolate chip.
Green jelly and white as well.
There's white cream as well, yeah. It's
What's
just
this?
a whole mix of everything, but it does taste good. I'll give them that. This is it, guys. Can you get better than this?
Here is impressively beautiful from up there.
Yeah, we just saw the drone shot, and
it's turquoise.
and it looks like there's some coral here as well.
It's so clear. So that's it, I think, for today's vlog, right?
Yeah, now next week we've got a really exciting and potentially emotional video coming up. A video like you've never seen before on this channel. So we're super looking forward to it, and some of you may already have an idea of what it's going to be, but yeah, you have to wait until next week. So if you enjoyed this week's episode in Sicily, hit the like button and drop a comment down below. Let us know, have you been to Sicily before? And have you seen any of those 3 things that we mentioned at the end of the video? So that's about it.
That's all. See you next
Thanks for
week,
watching.
guys.
See you in the next one. Bye.